on the road again, going places that I've never been.
Okay, we're back at the control panel again, and we're going to talk a little bit about water management because that's really important in an RV. You have to remember that you're a mobile house on wheels, so that you have everything that you have in your home, but it's in very limited supply. So it's important for you to remember that it's in limited supply and you have to conserve it. So in this case, our levels tester is going to tell us how much water we have. If I turn the tester on, it's going to tell us that we are full in our tank of fresh water. Okay, well, how full is full? How many gallons is that? It depends on the motorhome that you have. So it's important for you to ask during your familiarization walkthrough what the capacity is of your freshwater tank. That capacity is going to be anywhere from 25 gallons up to about 100 gallons in the larger motorhomes. An average motorhome of about 30 feet is going to have a freshwater tank of somewhere between 35 and 40 gallons. Okay, so we use our fresh water from our water tank if we don't have a hookup, and we use it in the shower, the toilets, or the sinks, and then the wastewater fills the black and the gray water tanks. Both of those tanks generally are 20 to 30 gallons each. Again, you'll have to ask during the familiarization walkthrough what the actual capacity of your RV is. So here's the challenge. The challenge is controlling and keeping track and conserving the water that you use, which is your fresh water, and the wastewater you accumulate, which is your black and your gray. When the black water and the gray water, each of them, let's say 30 gallons, fill up, or if one of them fills up, you won't be able to use any more water because they will overflow. So you will have to go dump those tanks. That's very important to know because most campsites do not have a dump station. You'll have to kind of roll up your motorhome, so to speak, drive over to the dump station, empty the tanks, come back, set up your motorhome again. A little bit of a hassle. So the more you can control the water that goes down the drain or down the toilet, the less you'll have to dump the waste tanks. One quick way that the waste tanks get filled is from your fresh water. Let me explain how that works. Your fresh water, you can see here, is full. Let's assume that our tank here is 50 gallons, just for talking purposes. The way we use our fresh water, if we don't have a city hookup, or in this case even if we do, is that we use a water pump. The water pump in the motorhome gets turned on, and when we use the water pump, it pumps the water out at a rate of 3 gallons a minute. So you can see that if our fresh water is 50 gallons, and if it pumps it out at 3 gallons a minute, we have just a little bit more than 15 minutes of running time of water before we use up all our fresh water, and we won't have any water, and we fill up one or both of the waste tanks. So that gives us a double problem. One is to refill with fresh water, which we're going to have to leave our campsite to do, and the second is to go to the dump station and empty the dump tanks. So the better we control the use of our fresh water, the better we'll be able to control the amount of work that we do in a motorhome, and the more fun we can have.
Seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again.